Like Mayu, which means to stand. Panyagodam, which means to turn and face the east. We'll begin with the prayers, beginning with the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shamka, Yahweh, Malakwaka, Taba'ah, Ratazaka, Hayah, Aisha, Ba'arataza, Kawa. Laka, Amalakwa, Wa'ala, Wathapa Ra, Iwalamyo, Aman. In English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, that will be done in earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. The Akak, and the power, in Hebrew, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Baba Kushai, Nathan Nawa Akak. The Akak, of the power in English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahushai. Please give us the power. The power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease. The power to cleanse the lepers. The power to raise the dead. The power against unclean spirits. To cast them out. In the name of Yahushua. Thank you. So good. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah, Ayanya, Ahaharya, Ma'ayan, Yaba'ah, Izarya, Ma'aim, Yahweh, Aisha, Shamayam, Wa'arataza, Al-Yathan, Lamawat, Wagalka, Al-Yanawam, Shamarka, Hana, La'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yayashan, Shamar, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tazalka, Al-Yad, Yamyuka, Yawmam, Hashamash, La'ah, Yakuka, Wayirak, Malayala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makal Rai, Yashamar, Atnapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Taza'athka, Wabah, Wa'aka, Ma'aitha, Wa'ai, Awalam. Psalms 121 in the English. I will lift up mine eyes into the hills. From whence cometh my help? My help cometh from Yahweh, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Yashala shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in, from this time forth and even forevermore. Psalms 83rd chapter in the Hebrew. Alahayim, Al-Damayalaka, Al-Thakarash, wa Al-Tashakwat, Kayahana, Awayabika, Yahamayawan, Ra'ash, Al-Amaka, Yarayamwa, Sawada, Waitha, Ya'aitazawa, Altazapawanyika, Amarwa, Lakawa, Wanakaki Dam, Magalia, Wala'a, Yazakar, Sham Yashal, Awada, Kaya, Nawaitazawa, Laba, Yakabwa, Alyaka, Barya, Yakarathwa, Ahoya, Adawam, Wayashma Aliya, Mawa Abu, Wagaria, Gabal, Waimawan, Waimalak, Palasha, I'm Yeshabu, Tazawar, Gamashawar, Nalawa, Imam, Hayawa, Zarawai, Labanya Lawat, Salah, Ashalaham, Kamadin, Kasaya, Sara'ah, Kayabin, Manakal, Koyashwan, Nashamadwa, Ba'ayan, the Ara, Hayawa, the Man, La Atonement, Sai Atonement, Nada, Yamawa, Kaira, Wakaza Ava, Wakaza Bak, Wakatazal, Manai, Call, Nasai Kamwa, Nasai Kamwa, Ashar, Amarwa, Narasha, Lanawa, Ath, Nawath, Alahayim, Alahayim, Sai Thamwa, Kagalgala, Kakwash, Lapanya Raka, Kaash, Taba Ira, Yaira, it's like Taradatma, Basa Iraka, Wabasa, Wapatka, Taba Alam, Mala'a, Panyaham, Kuala One, Wayabakwashwa, Shamka, Yahawah, Yabashwa, Wayabahawa, Aya Ai, Wayakaparwa, Wayabagwa, Waya it's like Waya Abagwa, Waya Daiwa, Kayatha, Shamka, Yahawah, the Badka, Al Yawan, Al Ka, Al Rakza. Psalms 83rd chapter in English. Keep not thou silence, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, Come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Yasha'Allah may be no more remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, the tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites of Moab, and the Agarenes, Gebal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines, with the inhabitants of Tyre. Assur also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Salah, do unto them as unto the Midianites. As to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kasan, which perished that endured. They became as dung for the earth. Made their nobles like a red, and like Zael. Yea, all their princes as Abba, and as Amunah, who said, Let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh in possession. Oh my God, make them like a wheel, as the fire, slacking, as the stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth the wood, and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may see thy name. O Yahweh, let them be confounded in trouble forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the most high of all the earth. The blessings in the Hebrew. Barakatha Yahweh, Wa Yahweh Shai, Wa Maka Allah, Wa Alahayim, Matazab Ya'ah, Alawab Yahana, Ha'alawabya, Hasaranya, Akwatazayanya, Akayayan, it's like a wild Wati, Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shai, the word I'm on. Blessings in English. Bless you, Yahweh, and Yahweh Shai, and Michael, and the angels, commanding General Yahana, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters. Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you. So be it. So while you're shouting, all right. Once again, today is the Day of Atonement. All right. I'm going to go through this service. Leviticus, the 23rd chapter. We'll read the entire chapter in Hebrew and English. So beginning with beginning with verses 1 through 7 in the Hebrew. Where the bar Yahweh al Mashah la Mar, verse 2, the bar al Banya Yasha Allah, wa Martha Alaham, Mawa Aida Yahweh Ashar, the Wa, Atham, Makwaya, Kodash, Allah, Ham, Mawa Aida, verse 3, Shashath, Yamayum, the Aisha, Malakah, Wabayawam, Hashab Ya'ayu, Shabbath 1, Makwara, Kodash, Kal, Mala'aka, La'ah, the Aisha Wa, Shabbath, Hawa, La Yahweh, Bakar, Mawa Shabbat, Mawa Shabbat Yakam, verse 4. Allah, Mawa Aidu, Yahweh, Bakar Yah, Kodash, Ashar, Bakar Wa, Atham, Bamawa Adu, Bamawa Adam, verse 5. Bakadash, it's like a Bakadash, Harash 1, Ba'arabai,
feast. 6 days shall work be done, but the seventh day is the Sabbath of rest and holy convocation. Ye shall do no work therein. It is the Sabbath of the Lord in all your dwellings. These are the feasts of the Lord, even holy convocation, which ye shall proclaim in their seasons. In the 14th day of the first month, at even, is the Lord's Passover, and on the 15th day of the same month is the feast of unleavened bread. Unto the Lord 7 days ye must
it's like, yo, what was I? Middle of verse, it's like the end of verse 10. Ath, Amar, Ra'ash Yath, Yarkam, Al, Hakahan, verse 11. Wahana Yap, it's like Wahana Yap, Ath, Ha'imar, Lapanya, Yahweh, Naratazan Kam, Ma Karath, Hashabath, Yanayap, Nawa, Hakahan, verse 12, Wa Aisha Yatham, Bayuam, Hanayat, it's like Hanayab Kam, Ath, Haimar, Kabal, it's like Kabash, Thamayam, Ban, Shanwath, La La Yahweh, verse 13, Wamanaka, uh, Wamanakathwa, Shanya, Salaki, Ashar Nayam, Salah, that's like a Salah, Walla, Basham, Salaki, Bashama 1, Ashar, La Yahweh, Rayak, Salaki, Nayakat, Wanasa, Salaki, Wanasawa, Yayan, Rabbi, Salaki, Rabbi Aitha, Ahayan, verse 14, Walakam, Wakwal Ya, Wakaramal, La'a, Ta'a, it's like Ta'akawa, Itazam, Hayawam, Hazaha, Akaya Kam, Ath, Koraban, Alahayakum, Thakwath, Iwalam, Ladarathicum, Bakal, Mashabathicum. So that was verses 8 through 14. We'll read those in the English.
Book of Leviticus chapter 23, verse 8. But ye shall offer an offering made by the fire unto the Lord 7 days. In the seventh day is in holy convocation. Ye
Salaki, y'all. Having some connectivity issues. So we're going to read, see, verses 15 through 21 now in the Hebrew. Beginning with verse 15. What's a parthum, lakam, mama thakar, Salaki. Makarath, Salaki. Hashabath, Mayawam, Abaya Akam, Ath, Imar, Hathana, Salaki. Hathana Wapa, Shabai, Shabbat Wath, Thamayam Tha, Tahayana, verse 16. I Thasaparwa, Salaki. Kamashim, Yawam, Wakorab, Thumb, Manakah, Salaki Kadash, La Yahweh, verse 17. Amawa Shabbath, Yakam, Thabia Awa, Lakam, Salaki. Lakam, Athana Wapa, Shatayam, Shanya, Ashar, Nayam, Salath, Thayan, Na, Kamatazar, Ta'apayana, Bakawarium, La Yahweh, verse 18. Wakarab, Thumb, Isle, Halakam, Shabaitha, Kabashim, Thamayam Ma, Banya, Shana, Wapar, Bun, Bakwar, Salaki Akkad, Wa'ayalam, Shanyam, Yahayawa, Salaki Allah, La Yahweh, Wamanakatham, Wanasakihim, Asha, Rayak, Nayakak, La Yahweh, verse 19. Wa'aisha Yatham, Shayar, Isayam, Akar, Slaki Akkad, Slaki, Lakatath, Washanya, Slaki, Kabashim, Banya, Shana, Lazabak, uh, Shalamium, verse 20. Wahanyapa, Ha-Kahan, Slaki, Atham, Al, Lakam, Hawakar, Slaki, Habakawarium, Thanawapa, Lapanya, Yahweh, Al, Shanya, Slaki, Kabashim, Kodash, Yahayawan, La Yahweh, Lakahan, verse 21. Thumb, Ba'ai Tazam, Hayawam, Hazaha, Makara, Kodash, Slaki, Yahaya, Lakam, Kal, Malakath, Slaki, Ibadha, La'a, Ta'aishawa, Kakwath, Iwalam, Bakal, Slaki, Mawashabathikam, Lada Rathikam. Right, so that was verses um, 15 through 21. Read those same verses in English.
Verse 15. Ye shall count unto you from the morrow after the Sabbath, from the day that ye brought the sheaf of the week of the wave offering. Seven Sabbaths shall be completed. They shall be of fine. are sorry, ye are the first fruits unto the Lord, and ye shall offer with the bread 7 lambs without blemish of the first year, and one young bullock, and 2 rams, and they shall be for a burnt offering unto the Lord, with their meat offering, their drink offering, even an offering made by fire of sweet savor unto the Lord. Then shall sacrifice one kind of the goats for a sin offering, and 2 lambs of the first year for a sacrifice of peace offering. And the priest shall wave them with the bread of the first fruits for a wave offering before the Lord with the 2 lambs. They shall be holy unto the Lord for the priest. Ye shall proclaim on the self same day that it may be in holy convocation unto you. Ye shall do no servile work therein. It shall be a statute for ever in all your dwellings throughout your generation.
All right, so now we're going to read verses 22 through 28. Aratazakam, La'ah, Thakalah, Fa'ath, Shadak, Slaki Shatka, Wakwatazar, Slaki, Wakwatazar, Alahayakam, verse 23. Waya Dabar Yahweh al Mashal La Amar, verse 24. Dabar al Banya Yasha Allah La Amar, Bakadash, Slaki Bakadash, Hashab Ya'ayim, Ba'aka, Slaki Ba'aka, Lakadash, La Yaha, Slaki Yahaya, Lakam, Shabbath, Shabbath 1, Zakar 1, Thar Y, Makorah, Kodash, verse 25, Call, Mala'akta, Ibadah, La'ah, Ta'ishawa, Wakarab, Wakarab Thumb, Asha, La Yahweh, verse 26, Wa Debar, Yahweh, Al Mashah, La Amar, verse 27, Akah, Ba'aishawar, Lakadash, Hashab Ya'ayah, Hazahah, Yawam, Slaki Hakaparium, Hawa'ah, Makorah, Kodash, Yahaya, Lakam, Wa'an Yatham, Ath, Napat, Napashath Yakam, Waha Korab Thumb, Asha, La Yahweh. Verse 28, Wakal, Malakah, La'ah, Ta'ishawa, Ba'itazam, Hayawam, Hazaha, Kaya, Yawam, Kaparium, Hawa'ah, Lakapar, Al Yakam, Lapanya, Yahweh, Alahayakam.
Verse 22. When you reap the harvest of your land, thou shalt not make clean riddance of the corners of thy field when thou reapest, neither shalt thou gather any gleaning of thy harvest. Thou shalt leave them unto the poor and to the stranger. I am the Lord your God. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, In the 7th month, in the first day of the month, shall I have a Sabbath, a memorial of blowing of the trumpets. So of trumpets, a holy convocation. Ye shall do no servile work therein, but ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, also on the day of sorry, also on the 10th day of this 7th month, there shall be a day of atonement. It shall be in holy convocation unto you, and ye shall afflict your souls. An offering, sorry, and offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord. Ye shall do no sort, ye shall do no work in that day, that same day, for it is a day of an atonement, to make an atonement to for your for you before the Lord your God.
All right. We're gonna read those. It's like not those same verse. We're gonna read verses 29. Who was it? 35. Yeah. So verses 29 through 35 in Hebrew. Beginning with verse 29. Kaya, it's like it's like Kaya, Kal, Hanapash, Ashar, La'a, Ka'ina, that's like a Thaina, Baitazam, Hayawam, Hazaha, Wanakartha, Ma'anya, verse 30. Wakal, Hanapash, Ashar, Slagi, Tha'aisha, Kal, Malaka, Baitazam, Hayawam, Hazaha, Waha, Slagi, Waha Abathaya, Ath, Hanapash, Hawana, Slagi, Hawa, Makarab, Ima, verse 31, Call, Malaka, La'a, the Aish, it's like the Aishawa, Kakwath, Awalam, Ladarathicum, Bakal, Mashabathicum, verse 32, Shabbath, Shabbath 1, Hawa'a, Lakam, Wa'ai, it's like a Wa'ina Yath, it's like a Wa'ina Yatham, Ath, Napash, Thayakam, Batha, it's like a Batha Shai, Lakadash, Ba'irab, Ma'irab, Irab, Tashabath one. It's like a Tashabathwa. Uh, Shabbath come, verse 33. Where the bar Yahweh al Mashah. La Amar, verse 34. The bar al Bunya Yasha Allah La Amar. Slagi. Bakamasha. Ashar. Yawam. Lakadash. Hashab Ya'aya. Hazaha. Kaga. Hasak. It's like Hasak Wath. Shabbaitha. Yamayam. La Yahweh, verse 35. By Yawam. Harash 1, Makorah, Kodash, Kal, Malakah, it's like a Malakath, uh, Ibadha, La'ah, Ta'ashawa.
Verse 29. For whatsoever soul it be that shall not be afflicted in that same day, he shall be cut off from among his people. Whatsoever soul it be that doeth any work in that day, the same soul will I destroy from among his people. Ye shall do no manner of work, it shall be a statute forever throughout your generations in all your dwellings. It shall be unto you a Sabbath of rest, and ye shall afflict your souls. In the 9th day in of the month at even, from even unto even, shall ye celebrate your Sabbath. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, The 15th day of this 7th month shall be the feast of tabernacles. For 7 days unto the Lord On the first days shall be an holy convocation. Ye shall do no servile work therein.
All right, so I'm gonna read 36 through 42. Salaki. Verse 36. Shabaita Yamayam, Salaki, the Kwar Yabwa, Asha, La Yahweh, Bayawam, Hasham Ya, Hashayam, Salaki, Hasham Yana, Yan Ya, Salaki, Makara, Kodash, Yahaya, Lakam, Wakarabtham, Asha, La Yahweh, Atazaroth, Hawa'ah, Kal, Malaaktha, Ibadha, La'ah, the Aishawa, verse 37. Allah, Mawa'idya, Yahweh, Ashar, the Korawa, Ath, that's like a thumb, Makwaraya, Kodash, Lahakwarayab, Ashar, La Yahweh, Allah, Wamanaka, Nabak, it's like a Zabak, Wanasakyum, Debar, Yuram, by Yuramwa, verse 38, Malabad, Shabbatha, it's like a Shabbathath, Yahweh, it's like Wamalabad, Salaki, Mathanat, Slagi, Matana Wath, you come, Wamala, Wamalabad, call, not the bar you come, Slagi, Wamalabad, call, Salaki, Nadab, Wath, you come, Ashar, Thought Noah, La Yahweh, verse 39, Akah, Bakam Ashar, Ishar, Yawam, Lakadash, Ashab Ya'ayu, Ba'asapar, it's like a Ba'asapkum, Ath, Thabawa'ath, Ha'arataza, it's like a Thakagawa, Ath, Kaga, Yahweh, Shabaitha, Yamayam, Bayawam, Hara'ash 1, Shabbath 1, Wabayawam, Salaki, Wabayawam, Hasham, Sham Yanya, Shabbath 1, verse 40, Walakwa, it's like Walakwa Thumb, Lakam, Bayawam, it's like a Hara'ash 1, Parya, Itazah, it's like a Hadar, it's like one second. It's like give me middle of 40. Lapanya Yahweh, Allah Yakam, Shabaitha Yamayam, verse 41. Wakagatham, Athwa, Kaga, La Yahweh, Shabaitha Yamayam, uh, Bashana, Kakwath, Iwalam, La Derathicum, Bakadash, Hashab Ya'aya, the Kagawa, Adwa, 42, Basakath, Salagi, the Shabawa, Shabaitha Yamayam Kal, Ha'ad Zarak, Bayasha Allah, Yeshabwa, uh, Yeshabwa Basakath. All right, so it's up to 42. Read those same verses.
Verse 36. The seventh day shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord. On the 8th day shall be an holy convocation unto you, and ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord. It is a solemn assembly, and ye shall do no servile work therein. These are the feasts of the Lord, which shall proclaim to be holy convocation, to offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord, a burnt offering, and a meat offering, a sacrifice, a drink offering, everything upon this day. Besides the Sabbath of the Lord, and besides your gifts, and besides your vows, and besides you, and besides all your free will offerings, which ye give unto the Lord. Also in the 15th day of the 7th month, when ye have gathered in the first when ye have gathered in the fruit of the land, ye shall keep a feast of the Lord, a feast unto the Lord 7 days. And the first day shall be a Sabbath, and on the 8th day shall be a Sabbath. And ye shall take you on the first day boughs of goodly trees, branches, and palm trees, and the boughs of thick trees, and wallows of the brooks, and ye shall rejoice before the Lord your God 7 days, and ye shall keep it a feast unto the Lord 7 days in the year. It shall be a statute forever in your generations. Ye shall celebrate it in the 7th month. Ye shall dwell in booths 7 days, and like all that are Israelites born shall dwell in booths.
We're gonna read the last two verses. Beginning with verse 43. Lama'an, Yadaiwa, Darathicum, Kaya, Basagwath, Hawashab, Thaya, Ath, Banya, Yasha Allah, Bahawataza, Ya'ah, Awatham, Ma'arataza, Matazarium, Anya, Yahweh, Alahayakam, verse 44, Waya Dabar, Masha, Ath, Ma'aya, Yahweh, Ath, Our, Banya, Yasha Allah. So those are the last two verses. Read those.
43. That your generations may know that I made the children of Israel to dwell in booths when I brought them out of the land of Egypt. I am the Lord your God. And Moses declared unto the children of Israel the feast of the Lord.
God. So that's what Leviticus, of course, the 23rd chapter is just a layout of all of the feast days that we're to keep. The feast day, of course, today, it's more just like a high holy day because we're not eating, right? Just
Right.
to give clarity, um, all able-bodied adults with a fast today, right? Which means no food, no drink, none of that. Now you're not going to starve your kids out, and if you have medication to take and you got to eat to take your medication, or you have to drink water to take your
Right.
medication, then do it. We're not advocates for destroying yourself. Scriptures say this. Matter of fact, if we get that, I believe that's in the book of Ecclesiastes. Ecclesiastes, talking about being righteous over much. Yeah, Ecclesiastes 7:16. I just wanted to bring that out real quick. Um, 'Cause we got some nuts in Israel, man. Some straight up nuts in Israel. Lock it. If you can read that, Bible Kasha.
Book of Ecclesiastes 7:16. Be not righteous over much,
Uh huh.
neither make thyself over wise.
Mm-hmm.
Thy Why shouldest thou destroy thyself?
Right. Don't make yourself, over wise. Don't think. Well, the scriptures say, you know, all Israelites. have to keep this Day of Atonement. You have to afflict your souls, and if you don't, you're going to be cut off of Israel. So somebody's going to see that, and because they want to be righteous over much, they're going to destroy themselves. Because now the CPS coming to take your kids. CPS is coming to take your children because you think that you should starve your child out. Can you imagine a suckling baby, and an infant, and you're not letting them eat? You're not, you know. The scriptures say in the Book of Lamentations, even the sea monsters give suck. You know what I'm saying? But the daughter of my people has become cruel. You think because you an Israelite, and somebody done told you that black people are Israelites and we got to keep the law. Now you want to be righteous over much. You're gonna make your 2-year-old son fast. He's gonna be crying your damn face. You're gonna definitely be afflicted because he's gonna be crying all to hell because he's gonna be like, "Mommy, Daddy, you're starving me," and he don't understand none of this. It was a sister in another Israelite group that died, straight up died because she was an older sister, had to take her medication, um, and she thought that she had to fast. Well, she ended up having some long term damage that was caused by her fasting that day, right? So if you elderly or at any age, whatever the case, if you have to take your medication, if there's if there's any reason at all why you would have to ever eat on the Day of Atonement or drink on the Day of Atonement, then do it. You understand? But for the rest of us, if we able-bodied and we ain't got no issues like that,
Right.
we're to keep the Day of Atonement. But let's not be righteous over much. Let's not destroy your child or destroy yourself. You understand?
And another thing too, is like that. You know what I'm saying? Don't do this for, you know what I'm saying, for nobody else but the Lord, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause that's like, yo, see, I've been around Christians where they'll fast and they'll tell everybody, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Where it's like, oh, you know what I'm saying, I'm fasting, I can't, you know what I'm saying? Nah,
Right.
be strong, you know what I'm saying, and do it in secret, and to the point where it's like you're doing it for the Lord.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And the Lord will reward you openly. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the thing. You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta do it for everybody. You know what I'm saying? You're doing this for the Lord. Right.
Yeah. Somebody offer you a drink or some food, just I'm fine.
Yeah.
I'm okay. You ain't gotta be, oh brother, nope, I'm fasting. I'm fasting and I'm tired and hungry and I really,
Right.
really wish I could and I'm dying, but I can't. No, don't do that. Just
Yeah, like don't be like don't try to teach them something. You know what I'm saying? That you can't even keep. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? It's like, oh brother, today's the Day of Atonement. Oh brother, oh no, I can't. But if only if you knew. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. Try to make it like you doing some great crazy thing.
like
Yeah.
you're better than the brother. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, what you should be is more. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should just do this for the Lord. That's it. You know what I'm saying?
You don't do it like the Sadducees and Pharisees to be
Exactly.
seen by men. Go outside with a goddamn potato sack for a shirt, and everything's all torn up. You got holes in your shoes, and you're doing that because you want people to see, like, damn, he going like. And you know what it is? It's because you're doing that whole righteous over much thing. You want everybody to know you serve God. You're just like the Christians. You want everybody. Yeah, I'm doing something nobody else does. I'm keeping a day. I'm fasting for the Lord. No, man. Nobody should know you fasting. Now, it's just simple. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just simple. It's different than like somebody, it's different than the spirit of like somebody offer you some sort of unclean food and it's a brother. Then now you might say, "Oh no, brother, I don't eat that." The Bible don't. The Bible don't. But like as far as somebody try to give you some water, or something tomorrow or tonight, just be like, "No, I'm fine. I'm okay."
Yeah, like there's levels to address certain things, and there's you know what I'm saying? There's just different ways to address it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just do it the right way. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Like you just want to be like Christ. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Do it the right way. And there's always that one cat. You know what I'm saying? That look, if you feel like, you know what I'm saying, you're feeling weak, all you gotta do is just, you know what I'm saying, put some water in your face. Don't drink the water. Put some water in your face You know what I'm saying? Make you know what I'm saying. Put some oil. Make yourself look alive. You know
Man,
what I'm
I saw
saying?
this cat, Salaki. This cat on Facebook. He come under one of the brothers' posts because we say, no children and no,
Right.
people that take medication. And he gonna come. He say, brother, that's not how we supposed to do it. You're supposed to not brush your teeth. He said all these things.
Wow.
Don't brush your teeth.
Wow.
Don't put any lotion on. I say, God, like don't take a shot. I'm like, so you just want niggas to be out stinking all day? Like, what kind of God is that? You think God wants you to be out here? You talking to somebody and you're gonna burn their goddamn face off because you didn't brush your teeth because you think that that's unlawful on the Day of Atonement. Like, brush your teeth, do all of that. Like I said, don't come outside in a potato sack and try to like let everybody know you fast. They're gonna know you fasting if you don't brush them teeth of yours.
Yeah.
And then they're gonna be like, brother, what's wrong with your breath? You didn't burn my eyebrows off. And then you're gonna be like, it's the Day of Atonement. God told, don't do that, man. Don't do that.
Yeah,
It's like,
man, it's just ridiculous. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I mean, like I said, I've been around Christians and they let everybody know, like, oh, you know what I'm saying, this and that. Oh, you know what I'm saying, we're all gonna get together, we're all gonna do this. And the thing is that they invite little kids, you know what I'm saying? And the little kids, I remember one time 'cause we used to do it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we would go into the church, lock the church up, and just listen to basically gospel music and just just talking, just being
Right.
there, right? And it's always overnight. And I remember this one kid, he fainted from not eating. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? He fainted from not eating, and they had to get him some bread, some water.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The thing is that like they're hurting the children. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so it's like, don't do that to yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's why we say the ISUPK is the home of the truth, because in here we're gonna tell you the truth according to the scriptures. Not only that, but we gonna, you know what I'm saying, we're supposed to help our people out, not, you know what I'm saying, not hurt them even more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Let's get that real quick if we could. Matthew the 6th chapter. The sister asks, besides not eating and drinking from sundown to sundown, what else are you not to do? Um, we understand we're in captivity, so the scriptures say, do no manner of work, not
Right.
just serve our work. This says no manner of work, right? So you don't want to work at all tomorrow, at all. Now, of course, because we're in this captivity and we slaves in this place, some people may be forced to work. And if you're forced to work, just go to work and don't eat and don't drink. Um, Now, if you have a job where you going crazy all day and you about to sweat your face off, and if you feel like you are about to pass out, you're gonna have to drink some water, because our oppressor got us, out here like the damn slaves, right? Working a goddamn plantation. You understand? So, but just be in the spirit, be in the spirit of what it like. You if you're about to goddamn pass out because you've been sweating all day. You know. You
Yeah,
understand?
your body will tell you. You
Right,
know what I'm
but
saying?
you're not going, don't be like, oh, I work a physical job, so now I can drink water and eat food. No, don't do that. Right? Once again, there's something else I was gonna say too. Um, and I would suggest, spending the day. If you're gonna afflict your soul, of course, afflicting your soul is the fasting. But I would just suggest, damn, it says no sound. Hopefully, let me know if you can hear me. Sound must have went out. It's probably because the internet went out for a couple seconds. There's probably a little bit of a lag, but what was I gonna say? Oh, I would suggest, also like, most on crisis. I would suggest, watching class, like studying. You know what I mean? And things like that. This like today. What today is about is making an atonement. Right now, we all know that Christ made the atonement. He died for us, so
Yeah.
we can live, even though we wicked. So, but that's what today is about. If Christ suffered, right? So he can make atonement for our sins. and we should be able to suffer if at least a day,
Yeah.
right? Um, so we'll get that in just a second though. But let's read that, please.
Book of Matthew, chapter 6, verse 16. Moreover, when ye fast, be not as the hypocrites
Mm-hmm.
of a sad countenance, for thy disfigure their for they disfigure their faces.
Right. They did. So now when they fast, this is what they do. They go outside and they look sad. They put a goddamn frown on their face, like they're going through the worst thing in the entire earth. Right. And he's referring to like the Sadducees and Pharisees, those people that follow the Sadducees and Pharisees. Remember, Sadducees and Pharisees, they was like the Christians of that time. You think about the Baptist and the Methodist Church, right? Today, everything they do is theatrics. It's to put on a show. So when they fast, going back to what Christ is talking about, the Sadducees and Pharisees, when they fasted, they would put on the show like, yeah, I'm fasting, and they disfigure their faces, make themselves look all sad, and right?
It's like when they put ashes in that forehead.
Yeah, on Ash Wednesday when they do the
It's the same thing. You know what I'm saying?
right.
It's like that they may appear unto men to fast.
Right. They want to look like they're fasting, right? Keep going.
Verily I say unto you, they have their reward.
So they have their reward. That's what Christ is saying. This is what they want. They don't want to fast to get the kingdom. They don't care about that. They want to fast for everybody to see them fast and be like, yeah, those are God-fearing men. That's why they want to fast. So they already have their reward, right? Same thing with them Christians. When them Christian pastors do all of the shucking and jiving and all of the theatrics that they do in the Christian church, right? They don't do that to get the kingdom. They do that to get the praise of men and the praise of women. They want everybody, oh, he a good pastor. I love this pastor. He just keep me entertained the whole damn time. That's what they care about, right? But they don't care about getting the kingdom, right? So they already have the reward, right? Keep going.
But thou, when thou fast, anoint thy head
Mm-hmm.
and wash thy face.
So they said now, just like the cat earlier, right? That I was talking about, that was on Facebook talking about, don't put no, you know, don't put no lotion on, don't brush your teeth, don't wash. He's went directly against Christ because Christ just said, when you fast, you're gonna anoint your head, right? You're gonna put oil in your hair, right? You're gonna wash your face. Keep going.
That thou appear unto men.
No, Slage, not
Sorry.
unto men.
Sorry. That thou appear not unto men to fast,
Mm-hmm.
but unto thy Father which is in secret.
Right. So we're gonna do this not to show the world that we're fast. So we're gonna wash our hands, wash our face. We're gonna take a shower. We're gonna brush our teeth. We're gonna do all of that just like any other day, so that nobody knows we're fasting, but the Lord knows we're fasting. Right? Keep going.
And thy Father which seeth in secret shall reward thee openly.
Right. And the Most High sees us fasting. He sees the dedication that we have when we commit to this fast. Right. And He's going to give us our reward because of that. Right. He's going to give us our reward because we're not seeking to please the men. We're not seeking to show everybody how holy and righteous we are. We're seeking to please the Most High and show Him how righteous we are. Right. That was really all I had. There's a couple other precepts I was going to go to. We can get the one in Esdras. Well, since I cut, first Esdras 8 and let me see, and 50.
Book of first. Sorry. Book of First Esdras, chapter 8, verse 50. And there I vowed a fast unto the young men before the Lord, to desire of him a
Prosperous.
prosperous journey, both for us and them.
Right. Keep going.
Is that?
And them that were with us.
It's like that. It's like, is it? And them that were with us, for our children and for the cattle.
Right. He says, so I told the young men, this is Ezra, I told the young men to go fast. Right? He didn't tell the babies to go fast. And when them young men fasted, they fasted for the children. You understand? So when you fast, you ain't got to worry about your child. Like, you don't have to worry about your child fasting. Like, the Lord understands that. I'll put it to you like this: you are in charge of your young children, your babies, whatever. Like, you are responsible for that baby, right? And we all know that the sins of the parents, or the sins of the father, sins of the mother, that can cause, like we see many times in the scripture, that can cause your entire family to get killed.
Right.
It can affect your entire family. But when you do righteousness, right, it can also affect your entire family. So when you do the Day of Atonement and you keep this feast, this fast, your baby doesn't need to do that. You're doing it for your baby. You know what I mean? Just like these young men were doing it for the children,
Right.
right? I just wanted to throw that out there. Um, once again, just remember about what this day is about. This day is about the atonement that Christ made for us, and us being able to sacrifice something for Him. And if you can't get through, I'm gonna just be 100% plain and simple, right? For those of you that are able-bodied and able to fast, if you can't get through this 24-hour period, you're just a coward. It's really that simple. If you can't, if you're, and all I'm just saying, your spirit is not right. Like, your spirit is weak, right? If you can't get through this 24 hours, it's going to be tough. You want to be, yeah.
Matthew 4.
And I got to get used to, like, I just got to say this. I got to get used to this every year. I didn't kept the Day of Atonement for many years, right? And I always, on the Day of Atonement, and a time like this, you see I'm licking my lips, I go over to reach for something to drink. It's going to happen. You understand? And it's going to happen many times and many times, right? And I want everybody to understand something, right? Because we laughing about it. It's it's funny, right? Because we go through it, but we have to realize though that that's a demon. That demon is trying to get you to break the. You know how many times on the Day of Atonement I grab a water bottle or something and I get ready to open it, or I'll go to the fridge on the Day of Atonement. You ever gone to the fridge on the Day of Atonement, like open up the fridge and look at it, like what you over there for? You understand? But there's a demon that's like in your brain trying to get you to just not think for a couple of seconds and go grab that water bottle out that fridge and take a sip. And now you done broke the fast.
And then when you see it, and you're just staring, like the last hours, you're just staring at the sun, waiting for it to go.
Yeah. You understand? And that's human nature. We want to eat, we want to drink. But you have to be able to bridle your spirit. Take your spirit, like control of the reins of your spirit, and just fight. You understand? And if you can do that, think about what Christ did for you. If you can't do that, you have some soul searching to do. You understand?
Right.
Go ahead, Sluggy.
Book of Matthew, chapter 4, verse. I'll start at 2. And when he had fasted 40 days and 40 nights, he was afterward and hungered. And when the tempter came to him, he said, "If thou be the Son of God, command that these stones be made bread." But he answered and said, "It is written, man shall live. Man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeded out of the mouth of God." You know what I'm saying? And I brought that scripture out. And if you read more, well, I'll just break down the first part, right? Understand this. There's going to be a tempter, right? It's going to be Satan trying to tempt you to what? To break that fast.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Christ did it for 40 days. You're doing it for one day. You know what I'm saying? The thing is that you want to strengthen up your spirit. You know what I'm saying? Your zeal for the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Because if you could survive, you know what I'm saying? Like Christ said, man should not live by bread alone. You know what I'm saying? But by every word that proceeded out of the mouth of God. If you could just survive, you know what I'm saying? If you could refuse the things that you need to survive, imagine the things that you need to survive. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's like if you could refuse the things that you need, like food and water to live, imagine the other things. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? The worldly things. You know what I'm saying? Holidays. I mean, holidays are gonna come, and everybody's gonna be, you know what I'm saying, the suicide rate is gonna be off the charts because, you know what I'm saying, you can't provide for your family, or because you can't give your family the perfect Christmas. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta have that ham, you gotta have that turkey. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have all. You gotta have the perfect holidays from November to December to, you know what I'm saying, to Easter. You got, you know what I'm saying. But those, you can resist those things. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You can resist those things.
And you don't need them to live.
Yeah, you don't need them to live.
Right.
You absolutely don't need them to live. You don't need them to, you know what I'm saying. Really, what you're doing is you're helping your enemy. You know what I'm saying? You're helping them out. But what are you doing for your own people? You know what I'm saying? What are you gonna do for your people, man? You know what I'm saying? What are you going? What, like, we all took an oath in here, and we sacrificed our lives. You know what I'm saying? We sacrificed the world that, you know what I'm saying, that everybody wants to be a part of, to be with, you know what I'm saying, with Christ. You know what I'm saying? And we don't, and we still living. You know what I'm saying? We living. As a matter of fact, we're living better than how we used to live.
Right.
I'll put it that way. So, with you fasting, you know what I'm saying, with you refusing the things that you need to live, you're gonna refuse more things. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna refuse prostitution. You're gonna refuse, you know what I'm saying, evilness. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Lying. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna refuse all these things. Poor, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna refuse everything that comes against the most high. You know what I'm saying? And it comes against you and your brother. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
No, damn right. And that's the spirit behind fasting too. Like the spirit behind fasting, it's a couple of, um, it's a couple of, like, I would suggest fasting outside of the Day of Atonement too.
yeah,
You can fast to make supplication to the Lord. Like, it's like a sacrifice, right? It's like you making a sacrifice to the Lord. So you fast with a purpose. Let's just say you might be going through. I don't want to make it. I'll keep it kind of broad. I'll give a couple of examples. Let's say you're having money issues. Or let's say you're having issues with your rib, or for you sisters you have a wicked husband or something like that, or just something that you need, right? You can fast and make supplication to the Lord and request, right, to sacrifice for that request. The Lord may give it to you, right? Um, some of you sisters, you need a man. You can fast, make supplication to the Lord. You brothers, you might want you a rib. You can fast, make supplication to the Lord. Um, but that's heavy that you say that, because that's part of the spirit of it, is you being able to go without that not only shows the Most High that you're dedicated to whatever cause it is and dedicated to serving Him, but also shows the Most High that, or shows, like, it also shows you that if you can go without the things that are a necessity in life, like food and water, that you could definitely go without that cigarette.
right,
Some of these brothers and sisters, well, I'm saying so, a lot of these brothers and sisters in the world are addicted to, nicotine, smoking them cigarettes, or addicted to that marijuana. Y'all say they know addictive chemicals in that marijuana. You're addicted to it. I don't give a damn what nobody say, because I know I was, right. um you might be dealing with like a lust issue. You might be dealing with anything, and if you can go without the things that are a necessity, then you can definitely go without all of that. You go without smoking that next cigarette. You can go without rolling that next blunt. You can go without, going onto them websites. You understand? You can go without the things that are of the world, right? Because you've already been able to conquer going without the things that are absolutely a necessity, right? So, Tevi, what you said that. Was that it on that precept?
that was it on that.
So,
Well, uh, that's about it. Yeah.
yeah. So, and then I wanted to, before we close out, I wanted to get these flyers. Where I put them at. Yeah, like I said, y'all, just take this time, man, and just, you know, um, what I'm saying, go study, watch class. But you ain't doing nothing. I mean, listen, you're not slaving, you're not working, right? You're not eating, you're not drinking. So take the time to, go through, open up that Bible and turn on one of our classes
Right.
and just get down, right? I'm just trying to fill in this time while I give y'all the next feast.
That scroll.
Eat that scroll. Yeah, that's heavy, bro. You don't need to eat that food, man. Tomorrow you're gonna eat that scroll. Or tonight. I'm gonna be up tonight.
Right.
Up tonight, up tomorrow. Going over scriptures, putting classes together. Things like that. Realizing and constantly repeating myself that all my righteousness is a filthy rag. You understand? I'm gonna constantly repeat I'm constantly um, reassure myself that that's all that I am, and that's why I must atone. All right, so I found it. It's the Feast of Tabernacles is going to be October the 17th, which is just a couple weeks away. All right, Feast of Tabernacles, and that unlike the Day of Atonement, right? Because there won't be any closing out of the Day of Atonement tomorrow. Tomorrow will just be a regular class, right? But the Feast of Tabernacles is a feast that has a closing and an opening. All right. So Salakia, I'm tripping. That's the closing date that I just gave y'all. The 17th is the closing. The opening of the Feast of Tabernacles is going to be October the 9th at sundown, which is like tomorrow. That's going to be Sunday. This Sunday coming up. So this Sunday coming up is going to be the Feast of Tabernacles, the opening to the Feast of Tabernacles, and then the week after that, on the 17th, which is the following Monday. That's when we'll have the closing. We'll have both days. We'll have food, drink, all of that. We'll have a Sabbath service and all that. And we'll break down the meaning behind the Feast of Tabernacles and things like that. The meaning behind the booths, and we'll give y'all the understanding as to why we don't have a goddamn camping trip like a lot of the other Israelite groups. They go and have a goddamn camping trip by the lake. Put a damn tent up and have a damn camping trip for 8 days. Well, like I said, we'll get into that on the 9th, which is once again next or this coming Sunday.
On the 10th is Columbus Day, and
they
same day as Indigenous Day.
Damn, they're about to be out there celebrating Columbus Day.
Indigenous Peoples Day. Wow.
Oh yeah, because of the They started that I think last year. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they started it last year. That's the thing that out of all the days they're gonna give you, it's gonna be that day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I would just look at the calendar.
Nah, yeah. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and close out the water, y'all, for tuning in. We're gonna close out with the prayers. Imagine, which means to stand. Panyagudo, which means to face the east. We're gonna begin with the Lord's Prayer. Abanaw, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shamka, Yahweh, Malakaka, Taba'ah, Atazaka, Hayah, Aisha, Ba'arataza, Kawa, Hayah, Bashamayim, Matalanaw, Akam, Kayawam, Masalakanaw, Kawatnaw, Kasalaknaw, Kawatnaw, Mala'ah, Tawayanaw, Tawayanaw, Manasawan, Abal, Awashanaw, Mayan, Rakaya, Naka, Amalagwa, Wa'ala, Watapara, Walamim, in English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, Yahweh, thy kingdom come, that will be done in earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not to temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. All right, the cock, or the power, the Hebrew, Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai, Babu Shah, Nathan Nawa Hakak. It's like a Hakak Lura Pa'ah, Call Maka Allah. It's like a Wakal Madawa. Wakal Madawa. Hakak Latahar. Hamat Zaraya. Hakak Lakwayam. Hamathu. Hakak. Awakawa. Atma Allah. Magarashan. Hashem Yahushai. Ruwalaman. In the English, Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shai. Please give us the power. The power to heal all manner of sickness. And all manner of disease. The power to cleanse the lepers. The power to raise the dead. The power against unclean spirits. To cast them out. In the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you so much. All right, Psalm 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah, Ayanya, Ahayu, Mayan, Yaba'ah, Azarya, Azarya, Ma'an, Yahweh, Asha, Shamayam, Warataza, Ayathan, Lamawat, Regalka, Ayanawam, Shamarka, Hana, La'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yaishan, Shamar, Yasha'al, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tazalka, Al-Yad, Yaminka, Yawamam, Hashamash, La'ah, Yakaka, Wayrak, Malayala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makal Ra, Yashamar, Adnapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Taza'atka, Wabah, Waka, Ma'aitha, Wa'ai, Allah. All right. In English, Psalms 121. I will lift up mine eyes into the hills. From whence cometh my help? My help cometh from Yahweh, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Yashala shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in. From this time, from this time forth, and even forevermore. Psalms the 83rd chapter, beginning with the Hebrew. Alahayim, Adama Yalaka, Al Takarash, Al Tashakwat, Al Kayahana, Awu Yabika, Yamayu One, Ra'ash, Al Imaka, Yaru Yamwa, Sawada, Wayatha, Yaitizam, Al Tazapawanyaka, Amarwa, Lakawa, Wanakaki Dum, Magawya, Wala'ah, Yazakar, Sham Yasha'ala, Awada, Kaya, Nawaitizawa, Laba, Ikagwa, Auyaka, Bayat, Yakarathwa, Ahaya, Adawam, Washamaliya, Mawa'aba, Wagarya, Gabal, Slide Wama 1, Wamalak, Palashar, Amyashabi, Tazawar, Yamashawar, Nalawa, Imam, Hayawa, Zarwat, Labanya Lawat, Salah, Ashalaham, Kamadi, Kasayah, Sara'ah, Kayabi, Wanakar, Kwayashwa, Nashamadwa, Ba'ayan, Na'ara, Hayawa, Daman, La'adama, Shayathamwa, Nada, Yamawa, Ka'ira, Kaza'aba, Kazabak, Katazal, Mana'ai, Kal, Messiah Kamwa, Messiah Kamwa, Ashar, Amarwa, Narashah, Lanawa, Nawad, Alahaya, Alahaya, Shayathamwa, Kagagala, Kakwash, Panyat, Rakat, Salaki Ka'ash, Tabaira, Ya'ira, Kalahaba, Talahat, Haryam, Khan, Tawadatma, Basa'iraka, Wabasa, Wapatka, Tabalam, Mala'ah, Panyaham, Kuala Webakwashwa, Shabka, Yahweh, Yabashwa, Webahawa, Ayai, Wekaparwa, Weabadwa, Wedaiwa, Payatha, Shamka, Yahweh, Labaka, Ayuan, Alka. All right, we're going to read Psalms the 83rd chapter in English. Keep not thou silence, O God. Hold not thy peace. And be not still, O God. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult. And they that hate thee are lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people. And consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, Come, and let us cut them off from being a nation. That the name of Israel, it's like the name of Yasha'Allah, may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites of Moab, and the Hagarenes, the Baal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines, with the inhabitants of Tyre. Asur also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Salah, do unto them as unto the Midianites. As to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kasan,
Son,
which perished and endured.
which perished and endured.
They became as dung for the earth.
They became as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like a red,
Make their nobles like a rat.
and like Ze'er.
And like Ze'er.
Yea,
Yea.
all their princes as Abba,
All the princes as a body.
and as Amunah,
And as a moon.
who said,
Who said,
let us take to ourselves
"Let us take to ourselves
the houses of God in possession.
the houses of God in possession."
Oh my God,
Oh my God.
make them like a wheel,
Make them like a wheel.
as the stubble before the wind,
As the stumble before the wind.
as the fire burneth the wood,
As the fire burneth the wood.
and as the flame setteth the mountains on
As
fire.
the flame set the mountains on fire.
So persecute them with thy tempests,
So persecute them with their tempests.
and make them afraid with thy storm.
And make them afraid with that storm.
Fill their faces with shame,
Fill their faces with shame.
that they may see thy name.
That they may seek thy name.
O Yahweh,
O Yahweh.
let them be confounded in trouble forever.
Let them be confounded in trouble forever.
Yea,
Yea.
let them be put to shame and perish,
Let them be put to shame and perish.
that men may know that thou,
That we may know that thou,
whose name alone
whose name alone,
is Yahweh,
is Yahweh,
art the most high over the, art the most high over all the earth.
art the most high over all the earth.
All right, the blessings in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh,
The Wakatah Yahweh.
Wa Yahweh Shai,
Wa Yahweh Shai.
Wa Ma'aka Allah,
Wa Allah.
Wa Alahayim,
Wa Allah.
Wa Tizab Ya'ab,
Wa Tizab Yah.
Allah Wa Biyahana,
Wa Yahana.
Ka'ala Wapin,
Wa Allah Wa.
Hasarayu,
That's a word.
Akwata Zayanyu,
Akutaziyan.
Akaya Yoyu, Wa Agwat
Wa Agwat.
Yahweh,
Yahweh.
Slagi, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai,
Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai.
the one Aman.
The water on
In the English, bless you Yahweh,
Bless you, Yahweh.
and Yahweh Shai,
And Yahweh Shai.
and Michael,
And Michael.
and the angels,
And the
commanding General Yahweh,
Major Yahweh.
the generals,
General.
the captains,
Captain.
the officers,
Yahweh.
troopers,
True.
and the
And
sisters.
the sisters.
Yahweh,
Yahweh.
in the name of Yahweh Shai,
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
thank you, so be it.
Thank you so much.
All right. Sorry, salute out. Amajim Shabbat, Amajim Barak, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Barakatah. Yahweh Matzah, dismissed.